Well, guys, I made a purchase. So I bought me a 2014 Z28 Camaro. This is going to be a little walk around of it and stuff. So let's get into it. So like I said, this is a 2014 Z28. It's actually wrapped in the gray. The color under it is black. So I'm still back and forth on actually peeling the wrap off and it's going black and carbon, because the doors are carbon fiber, the mirrors are carbon fiber, the fenders are carbon fiber, and the hood is all carbon fiber. I'll post a picture up right here real quick of it without the wrap. I think it looks pretty good, but also I'm really digging the gray. It matches my dad's car pretty good. So like I said, I'm back and forth on keeping the wrap or not. The only reason why is I may get it rewrapped is you can just see in like the corners and stuff where they didn't do that good, or like right here. But I mean, I like it. I mean, I didn't buy it for the color, I bought it for the car, I guess you can say. But the only thing that is a bummer about this car is the previous owner drugged the actual original OEM splitter. So the front bumper doesn't really fit the best in the world, and this is just a cheap aftermarket front splitter, which sucks, but it is what it is. I can actually get a OEM one later on, but for right now you can't even tell the difference. But obviously I'm not gonna be on the Nürburgring or actually racing this, so I mean it has really no effect for me, I guess you could say. Then I'm not 100% if these are actually carbon fiber, maybe just the carbon caps, but it still looks cool. That's all that matters. But it does have the old LS7 427 motor in it, so I guess I'll go ahead and pop the hood and let y'all see that. All right, so like I said, it has the LS7 in it. This is what comes in the C6 Z06. The motor and everything is stock, I believe. There is some Carfax history of it being at a performance shop, so I'm gonna call the performance shop and see what all they did, because the 427s are notorious for lifter problems, so hopefully they already fixed that problem for me and I'll be good. But I believe it's got aftermarket air intake, but I think this might actually be factory. But if it is, and it's just air intake and long tubes, then it still has the stock mufflers on it and all that, and I'll get a sound clip here in a minute. The only thing that's throwing me for a loop, I have no idea what this is ran to. It's kind of rednecked up, I guess, because that's terrible. So I'll figure out where that goes to and actually rewire this to make it right. But I enjoy it so far. Me and my dad took it on the Dragon. We took his too, and I've put about 250 miles on it since like yesterday, and I have no problem with that at all. I will have to get me some new tires. You can tell these are starting to dry rot just a little bit, and I don't really want to push the car that much. But it's 325s on the rear and 305s in the front. Somebody put a little bit wider tire on the back, because from factory it's 305s all the way around. Then I think the only thing I'm going to do to it is I'm going to smoke out the taillights and the little side markers, then obviously black out the third brake light. Then I'm back and forth on putting a wicker bill on this. I like the wicker bills, but I also like the spoiler the way it is, so I'm just back and forth on that. So here's just a little interior shot. Like I said, the car's black underneath it, but it's basically this bare bones, nothing really fancy. It's the way I wanted it. It's just a base model radio. AC and radio was an option in this car, so I'm glad I actually got AC and a radio. Then it comes with Recaro seats, or however you say it. Then I don't even know why they have back seats back here. It's almost pointless to even have back seats. The only thing I thought was weird about the car is on the base model SS's, and every SS 5th-gen, there's some gauge pods right here, like for oil, temperature, battery, and all that stuff. And I haven't found it out yet, but it looks like all it shows up here on the gauge is just, RPM, temp gauge, fuel gauge, and that's basically it. Like, I can't figure out how to work the gauge cluster yet, so I would figure that this being basically a race car from GM, that they would have some type of oil gauge, you know what I mean? But I guess I'll figure it out, or I'll put like an oil gauge in there myself. All right, I guess we'll fire it up and do a little walk around clip of it idling. going to try and figure out how to work this gimbal. I got it from DJI. Then I will get a exhaust clip. I'll get it back there behind the car and all that. But I still gotta figure this thing out. I feel like it'll help me out a lot, like with my filming and stuff, but definitely a pain to try and figure out. But let me get the setup and I'll get you all exhaust clip real quick and revving and stuff like that. So like I said, that is stock exhaust with long tubes. I think the only thing I'm going to do to it is probably add the wicker bill, window tint, fog lights, and probably bigger cam, and just be done with it. I do not want to go extreme like I did on my other car. I'll get a more in-depth video of my other car and basically on why I bought this. I just know that my 93, the car that everybody knows me for, is going to be down for a while because I have to rewire the whole car again. Again, I'll get in a more depth video on that, but that does it for this video, I guess. I gotta get out here because it's about to fall a flood once again. I've been trying to drive this thing and film for the past 2 days, but it's been raining off and on here. But yeah, that does it for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.